Hello and welcome to Furryearsworld. More traditional. Slightly drawn out, I felt, but more traditional. We are back in... where the hell are we? Project Ozone 3. I've been playing a lot of other mod packs recently, so I'm a little bit confused about where the hell I am up to. I've been playing a lot of FTB Sky Adventures mod pack, and frankly, I am overdosed on chickens at the moment. There's a lot of chickens in that mod pack. An awful lot of chickens. It's flipping crazy how many chickens there are. This seems to be working reasonably well now. This system seems to be holding up surprisingly goodly. I'm going to go with the word goodly there, because you know it's a word that I can use. It's not a good word, but it's a word that I can use. So we've got a couple of names on the board. Corey Baker and Jordan Walker. Jordan been around for a while. Well, hasn't been around for a while, but was around a long time ago. So welcome back, Jordan. Don't you know? You have been missed, don't you know? So we were working on. We got the pressure plate. It gives us power. This has finished chewing through all its oil. It did a reasonably good job. I'm not unhappy with this now. I've turned off the one that burns the fuel at the end, just because we don't need to burn fuel all the time when we don't need to. What have we got to do? We've got some loose ends we need to tie up with bits and bobs and things. I'd like to do more with this. This is going well. It's a bit of a tip in here, but it's working very well. We could make this run faster. I believe that would be a bonus. And we could probably do with churning out a few more of the circuits, in all honesty. I think more of them would be good. I'm a firm believer in more is always better. More is always better. But I've done some additional stuff off camera that I don't know whether I should have done or not. I probably should have shared this with you as I was doing it. It would have been more appropriate to share it with you, but I will show it to you anyway. I've built some things and stuff in the mining, in the hunting world. Some ember stuff going on in here. This thing's still chugging away down here. Still chugging away nicely. Although it doesn't chunk load terribly well. We have got some resources. I think if I pull that out, we should ding a ding. Yeah, we do. Okay, good. So the idea here is... starting over here, I believe. Yes, starting over here. We have this thing which produces the ember power. And then squirts it out of these little doodads with the switches on, with the levers on, into these doodads. These have got receivers on them here. These are the receivers, and then this has got a receiver on it because this gets power as well. This is the mixer. I believe this is the mixer. Those are the smelters, so we can smelt two different metals, mix it together in the mixer, and then put it into this thing, which is the stamper, but doesn't have a plate cast on it. Because we need to stamp things and stuff out of there. We could have avoided all of this shenanigans here. We can do all of the Dawnstone magic with the Tinker's thing, the smeltery, the Tinker smeltery. But we couldn't do this side of things. This is some sort of arcane wizardry type manakawak going on here, I believe. This might not actually be the arcane wizardry manakawak going on over here. I might have just been charging an energy cell up here. That might have been what was going on over here. But we could use the energy cell that we've charged up to do the arcane magic wizardry manakawak. And we've got an ash burner, because we burned some ash. This has collected all the ash for us, so we've got a bit of ash. What you can do is you can just go, like, I want more ash, so I'll give you, you know, a ruck of dirt. And it then burns the dirt, and it throws it on the floor, and this picks it up because it's vacuumy chesty type thing. So that just does what it does. I can take the dirt back out again if we don't want to burn it all. That's good. So we wanna see what this bad boy does, but we need some metal to go in here, and I think it's gold and copper to make Dawnstone, but we can check that. My belief is it's gold and copper that maketh the glory of the Dawnstone. I don't know how much we want to make. I'm not entirely sure how much we want to make of the Dawnstone. D-A-W-N, Dawnstone is... Ingot former. Is there a arc furnace? Is there a recipe for this thing somewhere that tells me exactly what I'm putting in here? Dawnstone and copper, Dawnstone and copper, Dawnstone and copper. Not terribly helpful. What about this? No. Crafting Dawnstone. Factorizer combine. Molten Dawnstone is made. If it's going to be helpful, mixing recipes. Molten copper and molten gold. So it is molten copper and molten gold go together to make the Dawnstone. So that's good. We know that now. We know that. So we need some copper. C-O-P-P-E-R. I had my suspicions that that was a thing. I think I've made Dawnstone in the past by accident. But we're going to make it on purpose this time. We're going to try and make it. Have we got the plate cast? Camonite plate cast. We want the casts, don't we? But this is the Embers mod, isn't it? So let's do at Embers. Ooh. But we can't do it there though, can we? We have to do it up here. At EMBER, which is why it didn't work. Ah, plate stamp. That's what we want. I believe that's what we want. We'll go with the plate stamp. Or we could go with the bar stamp. Dawnstone ingot. Let's go with the bar stamp. Let's just make ingots of this stuff. We can always bring it back and chuck it in smeltery if we need to. That's what I figure. Figure if we need to, we can just chuck it in the smeltery and do what we need to do with it. Love when you just drop into this world and it makes such a horrible noise. Alright, we've got the plate stamp going on there. So this needs to be powered up. So if I think what I've got here is a flat node. So if I put the what are they called? What are they called? These jobby bobs. Crystals. If I put the crystals in that storage box there, this should all turn on and do the job that it's supposed to do. That's the theory. I loves a good theory, I does. So let's get some gold in here. That's a lot of gold in there. And let's get some... Oh, that was the copper. Let's get some gold in that one. So that's got gold in, that's got copper in. Fire all this up and it should work. If I've built it right. If I've not built it right, it won't work. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. There we go. Ah, it's doing things. Do I need to turn these on? Yes, apparently I do. Okay. So they're all linked up, so everything is getting power now. So this one is linked up to this one. You have to actually link from the receiver to the emitter. So these are all linked up. I'm surprised it actually goes through the wall, but you know, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. And that one we just plooped through the air because it was more convenient to do it that way. Are these set to always active? They are, so they should be pulling molten Dawnstone out when it melts. When the materials melt, it should pull them out and pass to the mixer. Let's check this one's always set to extract. It is, and that one is insert. So yeah, it should now melt those down. Can we just look over the side and see if we can? We can't actually see it go through the wall, but it is going through. Wow, look at that one, wanging its way right over the top. So these should now do something. Only it doesn't seem to be doing anything, does it? It's full of power. These are both full of power now. But they don't seem to want to fire up and melt stuff. So why is that not working? The trouble with these is there's no interface. Maybe if we just try one ingot. 32 ingots. Still no joy. Okay. What? What? Okay, that thinks it's got ingots in there, but it hasn't. Right, we're going to try one ingot. Okay, there's one ingot in there. That should melt. Why aren't you melting? You've got power. I saw you get power. I watched you power up. So why aren't you working? Do you need a lever? Nope. That's not the answer. So why aren't you melting like you're supposed to? Melter. Yeah. That implies you're going to melt something. But you're not doing anything. Don't you love it when the mods just like don't do what they think, what you think they're supposed to do? Right, that's got gold in, that's got copper in. So they should now be melting away quite happily. It's still got 64 in it. Are we powering it in the wrong place? Do we need the power on the bottom? I thought we could have the power anywhere. Let's break the power off and see. Okay, let's throw that back down on the bottom and go. See if I can remember how to do this. Alright, okay. Now there's power going into the bottom section. Does that make it work? Yes, that made it work. Okay, so we need to power it at the bottom. Interesting. I did not realise that was a thing. So we pop that there, and then we connect it from there to there, and that should now start squirting power. This is putting metal into there. This should hopefully start sending some gold down. You're going to send some gold's coming down. The mixer should do the mixing, and then we're getting, hopefully, what is this? This is, doesn't say what's in, oh, something's happened. Dawnstone. We got an ingot of Dawnstone in our inventory, because this, I think, just chucks it straight on the floor. Nice. So we've got 2 dings there. Let's have a quick look at the quest book. We got, let's go back. We got Dawnstone, claim that one. You know it. And Ash, claim that one back. So now we need to make Alchemy through fire and Asbestos. We need to make the Asbestos, I believe, in this thing. I believe there's an Asbestos cast, or something like that. Let's see. How does one Asbestos? Just a Dawnstone Asbestos is what we need. Casting. You pour molten Dawnstone onto an ember shard. Okay, is that the only way that you know to make an Asbestos? Because I'm pretty sure I can do it with this. I'm pretty sure if I take that out and just put an ember shard in there, it will do what it's supposed to do. Let's see what happens. Ember shard. We're going to try this. We're going to try this. We might not succeed. Win victory here. Can I get that out, please? There we go. And we're just going to pop that in there. We popped a few in there, actually. We're just waiting on a bit more Dawnstone, I think, at the moment. We seem to be running a little low on resources here. Gold's coming. I assume gold's coming. I assume materials are coming down the way. It's possible it's not. Does this run out of power? Did you run out of power? Good lord, I think it went through all of that stuff that we put in there. Let's give it something a bit more to chew on. Let's give it 13 of these and see what happens. There you go. There we go. Now more power's going down the way. Hey, it's a power-hungry machine, this one, isn't it? It is a power-hungry machine. I think we need 2 of these Asbestos. Not 100% sure, but I think we need 2 of these Asbestos. There is more Dawnstone appearing in this bucket now. Will it actually do something? How much does it say it needs to... ...144 millibuckets of molten Dawnstone on an ember shard. Well, I'm pretty sure we got more than that in there now. Pretty damn sure. But there's no Asbestos stamp, is there? Gear stamp, plate stamp, flat stamp, raw flat stamp, raw gear stamp, raw plate stamp. Yeah, there's no Asbestos stamp. So how do we Asbestos? I mean, it did say you just pour the Dawnstone onto the thing and it does the job. Maybe if we just put 1 in there. You don't want to know, do it? There must be a load of Dawnstone in there now. I think we might revert back to the smeltery on this one, because it was clear on the smeltery that it could do it, but here it's not so clear. Good, so we've done something there. You can have that back. It immediately kicks in and starts stamping. Because we've backlogged this pipe now, of course. So we've got loads of Dawnstone coming out of this. I mean, it is pretty. It's a pretty system. And apparently you can improve efficiency, because this, I think, has just thrashed through a lot of our ember quartz, whatever it's called, this stuff. The ember crystals. It's thrashed through a lot of them to do this job. So we kind of need a better source of more efficient usage at this end, which it can be done, but I don't think we're that interested. I mean, embers is just a fleeting path to get us where we need to be, which will be somewhere around here, doing stuff and or things. But I think for now, from Furryearsworld, next time when we come back, we'll be in the overworld messing with Dawnstone. We are going to go with a cheery old ta-ta for now.